Chat. I'm sure you've seen a lot of MLB teams. Pretty much every single MLB team has come out with their brand new food items at their stadiums. So today, I've decided to go through and take every single new food item from every single stadium, and we're gonna do a tier list. I'll rate them on their looks, how unique they are, how well I think they will taste, the stuff that they added to them, if they're boring, how well they go into their stadium, all that type of stuff. Starting off first, we got the Cubs. Honestly, what is this? This is a crispy tostada stack. This is interesting. You got like some hard tortillas. I mean, personally, I don't know if I would choose this off the menu. I know a lot of people would though. You got like pork, some cheese, some tomatoes, some onions on like a hard tortilla shell. I'm not sure what that is on top. It might be an egg. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna lie, that's not something that's for me. I'm just gonna say it's mid. It looks good, but that's not what I would go for personally at my own or at Wrigley if I were to go there. Next thing we got these like hot dog things. What is this? This is a Bow Wow dog. This is another interesting thing. I don't know. It looks like you got a hot dog. You got some. I don't know what that is. It looks like a little tiny piece of sausage, maybe. I think this would be good, but I don't know if I'd like the bun, and I feel like this would be a little expensive. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go again with mid again on this one. Next, we got the chicken and churros. Now this looks beautiful. You got the churros. You got the fried chicken on top of that, or in between the churros. This is just a classic American meal, as you might say. It's a lot of deep fried, unhealthy stuff. You got whatever, this is syrup or caramel. You got the powdered sugar drizzled on top. You got, if this is butter or frosting, I'm not sure, but it would be good probably either way. You got the strawberries like sliced perfectly on the sides. I don't know if that's going to be added or if that was just for the photo, but this looks amazing. I can't lie. The one thing that could be wrong with this is if they cooked the churros a little bit too long and the churro came out super hard and crunchy. I personally don't like when the churros like feel like they're gonna break my teeth, but I'm not gonna vote them on something that coulda, shoulda, woulda. I'm saying this is a 10 out of 10. That looks beautiful. It's unique. It looks great. I'm sure it tastes great. Probably got a lot of calories in it, but it would fill you up, and I'm sure it would be probably around $35, $40. Next thing we got is this beautiful looking corn dog from the Diamondback Stadium. This is a hand-dipped chili cheese corn dog, and then you also got a hand-dipped street corn dog. I've always wanted to try street corn. You got the corn, you got all the stuff they drizzle on top of it. It looks amazing. I'm sure it tastes amazing. That looks beautiful. It's very unique. The chili corn dog is a little less unique, but that's not where we're not going on that one, I don't think. I think this is the street corn dog that I have in the photo, and this looks great. The one problem with this though, it might be a little hard to eat. This is a very long corn dog. So I don't know how hard. Like you might have to like eat this like a corn on the cob. You might have to corn on the cob this to get the full flavor. Because if you eat it like a normal corn dog like this, everything's gonna fall off. So I'm gonna have to give this a grade. I'm sure it tastes great, but it might be a little hard to eat. What is on this list next? The bucket nachos. I mean, this just looks like a lot of food. It looks great. It looks just like normal nachos though. So it's a little mid. I'm gonna say it's boring. It's a little boring, dude. Everyone has buckets of nachos, but they're finally coming out with it. So good for them. But I mean, I'm sure this costs a lot of money, especially because it's a souvenir bucket, which those cost like $10 on their own, and they're just trying to just get you out of every single dollar you have at that stadium. So I'm gonna put that at boring. It's a little bit overpriced, and to be completely honest, the beans don't look that good, and it might be a little hard to eat. I'm not sure how the toppings get all the way down to the bottom. That's the problem with these types of nachos. The toppings, the stuff that they put on top, doesn't get down to the bottom. So once you're about to here, you're just eating straight chip, and I don't know if they will or not. So I'm moving that down to bad. The bucket looks deep. You're not going to be able to get the full chip to topping ratio like you would on normal nachos. So for that, I'm putting it in bad, bro. I'm going to be honest. Next thing, we have the salted caramel shake with whipped cream, peanut butter sandwich cookies, and Kit Kat bars. So there's Nutter Butters. There's Cracker Jacks on top. This looks like Butterfingers all around. You got Kit Kats, caramel at the bottom. This looks amazing. I can't lie, bro. This looks beautiful. This might be one of the most beautiful desserts I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know how nuts and just Cracker Jack on top. You got the caramel corn and the nuts. Not sure how that mixes in, but who cares? Like, this just looks amazing. I can't imagine how many calories is in it, though. how many calories are in it, because that is insane. Probably over 1,000 for sure. Lots of sugar, but this is America, bro, and we don't give a shit about the calories. We just put whatever tastes good in it, and that's just what this looks like. This is going in 10 out of 10. That looks beautiful. Next thing for the Diamondbacks, we got whatever this is. This is a chicken tinga burrito bowl. Honestly, this is like a Chipotle. This is basically just a Chipotle bowl. Depending on the price, if this is like $15, this is actually worth it. It is pretty unique. If it does taste good, you got corn, you got some type of chicken tinga, whatever that is. You got some beans in the back. You got some onions on here. You mix it around. You got some sauce on top. This could be a pretty good deal for if it's like $15. Chipotle, you get this for like $15 as well. So I mean, a little Chipotle at the stadium. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's mid, because it really doesn't look the best, but it'll probably be a pretty nice little deal. And last thing for the Diamondbacks, we have a stretch chicken Parmesan and hot pastrami. So like you got some chicken here, some pickles. I mean, this is pretty unique. This is a long sandwich. You got basically half and half. You know, if you and whoever you go to the game with, whether it's your girlfriend or boyfriend or your dad or mom or brother, you guys can share it. If you guys don't want the same thing, one person can have this side, one person can have that side. You can share it, cut it down the middle, maybe even what's it called? What's that one movie, in the Disney movie called? You could like eat it down the middle and meet each other at the end in the middle. I'm putting that. I think that's great, dude. It's very unique. It looks like it tastes good. We're done with the Diamondbacks. We got the Mariners. El Rincosito, which is an asada quesadilla, asada tacos, birria tacos, asada burrito, birria burrito, frescas horchata, and more. So we got these burritos right here. That looks pretty good. I wonder how much that could cost, but that looks like a nice little snack for a game. This also looks like a nice little snack for a game. It looks like it tastes great. You got a lot of different choices. Honestly, this isn't a 10 out of 10, but this is a great meal for a baseball game. I'm not sure how much it'll cost though. It'll probably be over. You'll probably have to overpay. But that's just how it goes. Next, we got this thing. This I'm not sure about. I don't tend to gravitate towards the dog inside wrapped around some type of baked bread. Hot dogs are fine, but when it's covered, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable. This is a beef and cheese, potato and cheese, bacon cheeseburger, chocolate cream hazelnut, which is this, smoked salmon and jalapeno. This is just a pierogi. I'm just gonna base it off this thing right here. Not doing it for me. That does not look very good, and it's a little boring. But I'm putting it in bad. I don't tend to gravitate towards that. Some people might, but I don't really like that at all. It looks nasty. I'm gonna be honest. Be honest with yourself. It looks nasty. Next thing, where's it at? Chocolate mousse, soft serve in a cone or souvenir helmet garnished with mousse cookies. Now this is what we're talking about. We got just a normal ice cream cup, souvenir cup with ice cream in it, which is just a classic at every single MLB stadium. But they go one step ahead to make it even more unique to their stadium and their mascot, the moose, with the little horns, the cookie on top. This is awesome. Not a 10 out of 10, but it is great. I can't lie. That is great. What do we got? What do we got next? I think that's it for... Oh no, we got one more. Washington State ferry boat souvenir. Crab nachos, Old Bay fries, chicken tenders, and more. You got some type of dipping sauce right here. You got the crab tenders or chicken tenders. You got the fries under, all in the ferry boat. This probably will cost way more than it should, just because of the ferry boat, but you get a souvenir ferry boat that says Mariners on it. If you're a Mariners fan, this is pretty cool. This is another great option. The Mariners are cooking with this. This is great. This is awesome, man. You get the souvenir, but it is just chicken tenders or crab tenders and fries. So you can't go too far. It's not really a full-fledged meal, but it's just a cool take on chicken tendies. But now we're to the Nationals. The first thing the Nationals got is a very interesting looking hot dog. Let's move it back down here. A very interesting hot dog. What is this? The bases loaded foot long. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I counted both these the same. This is a bases loaded foot long. This is one of them. You got a foot long hot dog with a lot of stuff on top of it. You got something that looks like onion rings, like peppers, some type of sauce. Looks like some type of meat under all that. This looks pretty good. It looks like a lot. It looks like a good meal. Personally though, it looks like a lot of stuff to be on a hot dog. That doesn't really go on a hot dog. It's a lot of stuff to taste. I'm gonna put that in great. It looks good. Pretty unique. unique to the Nationals? I'm not sure. But this one, actually, I'm gonna put that one at mid. And then this one is very unique. You got like, I'm not sure exactly what this is. This is like a chili dog, but I'm not sure if these are onion rings or noodles. This one looks a lot better than the other one. That's for sure. Looks like a lot less going on here, and you just got the onion rings. I think looks like I don't know if that's a mushroom or like, I don't know what that is, but it looks like a lot and it looks pretty good. Some people might disagree, but I'm gonna put that in great. Actually, I'm gonna put that in mid. They're basically the same thing. I talked myself out of that. Next thing we got, what is this? The chicken tower, the DC Monument chicken tower. You got bun, you got a brioche bun with some melted cheese on the bottom. You got some bacon, you got some chicken, some lettuce, some more chicken on top, some more bacon, brioche bun on top with 3 of these miniature pickles, and then you got a little baseball skewer thing. I'm not sure what that calls. I'm kind of blanking. This looks great. Sure, it will be overpriced because you got the double chicken, you got the double bacon, but it looks like it would taste amazing. If they had this fried, it might taste even better, but they don't. I don't see a picture of that. I'm gonna put this in great. It looks really good. And it's also called the DC Monument. You got the little like stack. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool combo. And then you got, what is this? The crab mac hot dog and the crab mac and cheese. So here's the thing, bro. This just looks beautiful. Crab mac hot dog. Are we serious right now, bro? This looks beautiful. I don't think you can get much better than this, bro. And then crab mac and cheese on the side. I don't know if these come together. They probably don't. But this is 10 out of 10, bro. Looks wise, it looks amazing. I would eat this 100%. If I went to a game at if I went to a Nationals game this year, 100% I am buying one of these. I might be buying both of them. But I mean, dude, look at this second picture. This looks a little overfilled. It looks like if you were to take a spoonful, it would fall out a little bit, but we're not voting on that. Next thing, we got the White Sox are doing a Campfire Milkshake 2.0. Their Campfire Milkshake originally went crazy. You got the chocolate on the edge. You got the toasted marshmallows. You got the Hershey's chocolate bar in the background. You got the chocolate milkshake. I'm not sure what's different about this. It looks the same. 2016 edition of the viral Campfire Milkshake Topo Chico Hard Seltzer Catina. I don't know what that means, but it looks amazing nonetheless. The White Sox have a terrible team, but that milkshake looks amazing. I mean, the White Sox are looking good. Sam Antonacci. Look him up. Okay, next thing, what do we got here? We got the White Sox second thing, which is called the Settling the Beef. This is like something from Arby's, but it looks 10 times better. You got some coleslaw on the top, which might throw some people off. You got some cheese. Not sure what type of cheese. Kind of looks like Swiss. Might be Parmesan. Or not Parmesan. Might be, is it Parmesan? I don't know. I'm not too strong with my cheeses. You got a lot of layers, dude. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Around 30 layers of meat here. That is a lot of meat. That is a lot of beef. The bread to meat ratio is crazy right now. It looks like you got some mustard on the bottom. This looks really good. I'm not sure how easy it will be to eat. You also get a pickle on the side, I hope. I hope it's not just there for the picture. You also get these cool baseball skewers that come with it, which maybe you collect those. I don't know. You could collect those. Looks really tasty. Looks delicious. Might be a little too much meat to everything else ratio. I'm gonna put it in great. I think the White Sox are cooking here. Next thing we got the Rays, dude. The Rays have a lot of interesting things. Starting off, they have what is this called? The Sweet Pretzel Bites in a baseball glove. Love the presentation here with the baseballs and the green turf. Really pops out at you. You got the pretzels here. You got what looks like it's cinnamon pretzels. You got the glaze on top, and then you got a little glaze. You get a little dipping sauce on the side as well if you need some more glaze on top of the other glaze. Once again, this is a little lazy, but it's not really. I wouldn't say it's lazy. I feel like pretzel bites, kind of a thing that has been done in a lot of different places, but they do put it in a raised glove. I will put this in mid. I personally don't really like pretzel bites that much. It is a lot of bread and a lot of sugar, not a lot of nutrients in it that you can get from other things. So I'm gonna hate on that one, bro. Next thing we got this milkshake, bro. And oh my goodness, what is this called? This is called Crush and Oreo Brownie Milkshake. You got the cone on top. And ice cream is always better with a waffle cone. That's what I'd like to say. You got brownies. You got like a chocolate chunk brownie with a chocolate milkshake. You got some whipped cream on top. You got some chocolate, whatever this is. Just chocolate sprinkles, some crushed chocolate. You got sprinkles around the side. You got the hard chocolate on the side too for presentation's sake. I still don't know what that's for. Maybe you chew it off with your teeth. And then you just got a nice little souvenir Tampa Bay Devil Rays cup, which everyone knows this is the superior logo for the Rays. This is a 10 out of 10. This looks beautiful. I'm sure it tastes great. You got some things to chew on. Maybe you can put some ice cream in the cone. I don't know, bro. You got a lot of stuff to do with that. Next, once again, bro, this shit just pissed me off again. What is this called? The hand-wrapped foot-long pretzel dog. Once again, it kind of freaks me out when a hot dog is wrapped like this. It kind of freaks me out. It looks a little weird. It looks a little sus to me, first of all. I'm sure it tastes great. But you gotta ask yourself, dude, is it okay for a grown man to be eating a foot-long pretzel dog at a baseball game? Because any way you eat this is gonna look a little sus. And personally, bro, I don't like uncut. I don't like uncut hot dogs, bro. It makes me uncomfortable, man. Like, how did it get in there? I'm not gonna put this one. Looks better than the other one, so I'm gonna put it at mid. Because I could actually see myself maybe trying this. The other one, I would never eat that. Last thing on the list, for some reason it's not put in the area. It is the foot-long, what is this? Where is it at? A massive homemade tortilla stuffed with carne asada, guajillo, and oxida cheeses. Pair it with a Marlin's Mule or a martini. This looks amazing. This looks long as shit. You got portions so that the whole family can eat. You cut it up into in a small little pieces. You get enough. You probably get about 2 per person if your family is about 4. 4 size. Maybe the bigger pieces you get 1. Looks like a lot of stuff. You got like, what do they say? Carne asada. You got some onions. This looks amazing. I gotta put this in 10 out of 10. This is beautiful. It's unique. You don't see that very often. It looks amazing. Looks like it tastes great too. All right, we're moving on. Who is next? The Orioles. Starting off, the Orioles have a crab smash tacos. So again, Orioles are in what, Massachusetts? I think. No, I'm an idiot. Why would I say Massachusetts? It's in Baltimore. Baltimore known for their crabs. Crabs smashed tacos. This looks good. It looks a little bad though. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a tortilla with some crabs, and then you got some dip here. I honestly think this could have been done better. I think this could have been done a lot better. So I'm gonna put this in mid. They could have. It's a little boring, dude. They could have done a lot better with this, but they just chose not to, and it's a shame. Because this looks like it could be beautiful. I'm sure it tastes great. I don't know what sauce this is, but regardless, a little boring, could have been done better. Next thing the Orioles are releasing is a big scrap burger in the Be More Yak. Looks like some like stir fry. Yeah, some noodles, some shrimp. This is very cool. I like that. It looks like it tastes pretty good. The egg looks pretty good. Regardless though, I think it looks kind of mid. I feel like I could just tell that the noodles aren't going to taste that well or taste that good. They're going to be a little cold maybe. That just tends to be how it is. And then lastly, from Baltimore, it is the Big Scrap Burger. I'm assuming, I don't know what this is on top. I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's crab. You got the double burger with onions, pickles, lettuce, some sauce on it, and then I'm assuming that's crab. You smash that down into the burger. That looks amazing. It looks great. It looks a little boring. Presentation could be a little bit better. Maybe a little bit more sauce. The beer looks nice and cold. Looks like it would taste pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really drink that much, but it looks like it tastes good. I'm gonna put that in great. I think it would taste great if that's crab especially. But we're gonna move on to the next one. We're kind of running out of time. I've kind of spent way too much time on this. Next thing we got the Pirates. The Pirates have 2 things. They have this hot dog, which is called the Boricua hot dog, which looks like some type of beef. On the bottom, you got some like fried chips things, and then you got some onions, and then that looks pretty good. I'm gonna say it's mid though. It looks good, but it's kind of lazy. They could have done better. And then we got, what is this? Nutella baguettes. Don't know what that is. Looks like it tastes great. caramel on top. Probably has some filling inside. You got some whipped cream on the side. This is a good. It looks there's a lot to eat. This is shareable. This is a shareable thing. A little unique. Haven't seen this yet. I'm gonna put that in gray. It looks pretty good. Moving on to the Dodgers. The Dodgers, they gotta have some good food, right? Wow. First things first. I'm assuming this is the char siu pork loaded fries. This looks amazing. I can't lie. That pork looks great. The fries look really well seasoning. This sauce looks amazing. Can you see the sauce? Yeah, you can. That sauce looks amazing. We're putting that 10. That's 10 out of 10, bro. The Dodgers were cooking up. What do we got next for the Dodgers? I'm excited. Dodgers. This is not sure what this is. Oh wait. I thought this was a plate. These are the bone marrow tacos, I'm assuming. Yeah. The bone marrow tacos with the blue tortilla shells, whatever this, I'm assuming it's pork. Yeah, pork, I think. I don't know. This is very unique, but I'm sure a lot of people like this. I personally wouldn't like it, but it's not much different than this, and it's blue tortilla shells, bro. For the Dodgers are blue, the tortilla shells are blue. How can you get much better than that? Then this is the Loco Moco Bowl. You got rice, an egg on top, you got some meat. Not sure what that is. It might be too much rice for a little bit of meat and whatever the sauce or gravy, someone says in the comments. Might be a little too... The ratio might be a little off. The egg on top looks interesting. Probably wouldn't be the best. I'm going to go with mid. It might be... I don't know if that'll taste the best. Maybe I might just go bad on that. Yeah, I'm just going to go bad. The ratio, it's too much rice for too little meat, personally. Maybe I'm wrong. Then we got... This is a unique one. It's new. This is new for the Giants and the Dodgers. I didn't add the Giants one because they're the exact same thing. The Dodgers one and the Dodgers did release it first, so I'm going to count them as first. This is the watermelon habanero margarita, which I'm sure tastes amazing. And in this cool little souvenir cup that looks like a water cooler. Can't get much better than that. This is a 10 out of 10. That looks fire. Probably will be way too expensive, but it's unique, bro. The Giants and the Dodgers did it, so it's not as unique, but it looks cool. You can't get me wrong. Looks great. Looks cool. All right. Next thing we got the 999 challenge. These will be available New York Mets, Phillies, Rockies, Astros, Royals, Giants. And here's the thing. There's been a lot of talk about this stuff. The main problem with my main problem with this is that the dogs are very tiny dogs. The beers, very tiny beers. The beers are tiny, the dogs are tiny. Not even one can of beer can fit in all of these little tiny cups, meaning that you're only doing one beer out of the entire 999 challenge. So it's basically 191. These are only half hot dogs. So if you take this 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 hot dogs, so it's a 4.5 1.5 challenge. So take that what you will. It is a very lame challenge, and I'm gonna just straight up say it's very bad. Like, this was done poorly. I like the idea. It might go viral, but it's done pretty poorly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's bad. Next thing we got the Sanchez sliders, which is the Christopher Sanchez, I think is what it is. Christopher Sanchez chicken sliders. You get 2 of them. I'm assuming that come in one. It looks like you get 2 of them. But we got the chicken sandwiches. Look great, nice and crispy. Look like golden-y almost, reflecting. I'm sure they did some camera magic. You got some honey here. You got some pickles on top. Look amazing. Don't know what that sauce is. That is kind of throwing me off. But regardless, looks like a great chicken sandwich. I'm gonna put that in mid because they're just kind of chicken sandwiches. They look all right. Nothing crazy. Then we got, oh my goodness, this thing went viral when it got posted. This is the Schwarbomb Sundae. This is vanilla ice cream with fruity pebbles. And you might be wondering what this thing is right here. This is a deep fried Uncrustable. Let me say it again. A deep fried Uncrustable with strawberry syrup on top. Now, this is the most American thing I've ever heard. And I said that about the other thing. A deep fried Uncrustable. That might be one of the most unhealthy things I've ever heard of, but I do want to try it. I don't know if I can eat the whole thing. Like, I might like, my stomach might start hurting after like half the Uncrustable. And I might spend some time in the bathroom afterwards. But I mean, how could you not go to a Phillies game and not get this? This looks beautiful. It looks amazing. The colors, it matches with the helmet. I wonder how much it's going to be. I wonder how many calories it is. Regardless, this looks amazing. I can't lie. This is 10 out of 10. Next thing we got from them, we got this. This is a Bull's Barbecue Sampler Platter from Bull's Barbecue. You got mashed potato, or no, it's actually coleslaw. You got some beans. You got some, looks like ribs, maybe? Rib meat? I don't know, beef, something like that. You got pulled pork. You got some pulled chicken. Straight up, that just doesn't look good for me. Like, that just doesn't look that great. That doesn't look very great. The bread looks very plain and boring and just kind of gross. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the boring. Last thing from the Phillies, we just got a foot-long dog, a Hatfield foot-long dog. Sections 114 to 129 to 314. This is just a foot-long hot dog. Kind of boring, but it is cool. This is a big-looking dog, but there's nothing on it. It's just kind of whatever. Not really that big of a deal. Next thing we got, I'm not entirely sure what these are, okay? I don't remember when I got these photos. I don't remember where I got them from. I think it's possibly the Pirates, but here's what they are. You got this, which is a deep fried something. Not sure what it is. Looks all right. And then you got this tiny little corn dog with cheese and some stuff on it. Not sure if that's a corn dog or a potato, but I'm going to put both these in boring. These are not sure what they are. Like, I can't even tell what they are. It doesn't look the best. So just putting that there as well. I found them on pictures on Twitter. Forgot what team they were. Now we got the Cincinnati Reds. Smoked brisket street corn bowl. A lot of street corn this year. Not sure what that means. Maybe it's trending. I don't know. I'm not into the trending foods. I'm not really into that stuff. So looks like we got some beef. Then we got smoked brisket with Mexican street corn on top. You got some red onions. You got some jalapenos. You got all that. All looks great. But dude, we're gonna look at the ratios here. This is a barbecue sauce container. If this is a regular size barbecue sauce container, this bowl is the exact same width as that container. That is tiny. And if that's the bowl, that's what I'm assuming this whole time. I'm gonna assume that this is coming straight. This is exactly what it's gonna look like when you buy it. This is tiny, dude. This is like 2 spoonfuls. See, it could be mid, bro, but I'm just gonna be honest, bro. It's too tiny, bro. That's bad. That's bad. Because next thing we got these nachos. Every single MLB stadium has nachos, but maybe these are different. Gears Goita crumbles with fun nacho cheese sauce, chipotle sour cream, pickled jalapenos. I'm not sure what Glear Goita crumbles are. So I may be a little uneducated there, but I'm just gonna say it's boring because every single stadium has nachos, bro. What's different about it? What's different? You gotta make it different. I'm not sure what those things are, so I can't really comment about them. Next thing we got the double play donut parfait. This comes with 12 cinnamon sugar donuts with house-made banana pudding, vanilla wafers, cinnamon toast crunch, whipped cream, and caramel sauce. That sounds amazing. 12 cinnamon sugar donuts. So they're the tiny ones. House-made banana pudding, vanilla wafers. This sounds great. I'm not going to lie. Banana pudding kind of throws me off a little bit, but I think it could be good. The donuts look good. This is something you probably shared. This is a lot of donuts, bro. 12 donuts? This is probably a lot of sugar, a lot of donuts. This is something you could share with somebody. This is like a 2-person meal. I can just imagine myself sitting in the seats watching a baseball game, eating this with somebody else, sharing the same spoon and all. So I'm putting that in great. What do we got? White chicken chili fry box. Grilled chicken, hatch green chili queso, white bean sour cream, pickled red onions, and cilantro on colossal crisp fries. So we got some fries here. We got some grilled chicken on top. Pretty much the same thing that every single stadium has. Kind of boring. We're moving on to the Red Sox. The Red Sox just announced this yesterday. First things first, I mean, come on, bro. We got crab, crispy, Cavendish Farm fries, Luke lobster meat, clam chowder, and crispy bacon. This is lobster cheese fries. Now, here's the thing. This is great, but what could have made it 10 out of 10 if this was just mac and cheese, bro. If this was a giant bowl of mac and cheese, I'm counting that a 10 out of 10. But because it is fries, and it's a little boring, but it is crab and it is cheesy crab. I wonder how good the crab will be, and I wonder how the crab will taste, or the lobster. I keep saying crab, it's lobster. I can't imagine how good it'll taste. Because I'm assuming it'll be frozen. It won't be fresh. So I'm gonna put that at great. Now hold on now, bro. Hold on now when you hear what this is, bro. This is a Kobe beef hot dog topped with Luke lobster meat, crispy souvenir bacon, or I don't know what that is. Bacon, chives, butter toasted, and butter on a toasted brioche bun. Dude, my stomach is growling just looking at this, bro. A hot dog with lobster, and then you also, I think you might get fries in the back. I don't know if that's true. You might have to buy an extra, but there's fries in the back alone. 10 out of 10, bro. Hot dog with lobster on top of it with butter, and you got some bacon on top too, bro. This is like my dream come true, man. What the hell are we talking about? Next thing, Vermont sharp cheddar mango habanero salsa on a thick cut sourdough bread, which is basically just a mango habanero salsa, a grilled cheese, which I'm not gonna lie, pretty boring. I don't really care much about that. It looks kind of nasty. It looks bad. I'm gonna be honest, bro. It looks bad. It probably doesn't taste that bad. If it came with a little side of tomato soup, it might be a little bit higher. But I can't imagine eating hot tomato soup on a hot Boston day in the baseball stadium. Can't imagine that. So it's got to go in bad. It doesn't really look that good. It looks kind of boring. It looks kind of bad, bro. Let's be honest. And last things, we got the mini empanadas. Now here's the thing. I don't know what this is. You get beef or chicken with a corn shell and salsa rosada. I don't know if I've ever had empanadas in my life. I probably have. They look pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and say mid because I'm not entirely sure. I'll just put it in the middle. It'll be guaranteed. But here is the list. My take on the best stadium foods. Starting, we got the chicken churro from Chicago. We got the Diamondbacks Nutter Butter Caramel Milkshake, the Nationals mac and cheese hot dog, and mac and cheese or crab mac and cheese hot dog and crab mac and cheese. You got the White Sox Campfire Milkshake 0.2.0. You got this Brownie Crunch Milkshake from the Rays that looks amazing with the souvenir cup. You got the Marlins with this crazy giant quesadilla. Looks amazing. You got the Dodgers with this loaded pork fries, which look amazing with the sauce. You got the Dodgers again with this cooler cup margarita, which just is a cool souvenir, basically, with a nice little drink in it. You got the Phillies cooking with this Schwarber bomb sundae. You got the Red Sox hot dog crab or lobster hot dog, which looks amazing. Those are every single new stadium food ranked from top to bottom. So whenever you go to the stadium, here's your list. This is what you got to look for whenever you go to a stadium this summer. But if you did like this video, let me know in the comments. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Also, I am going to start streaming soon on Twitch again. You can join the Discord as well. Join the community over there. And I will start streaming soon, and I will start posting some IRL stuff soon as well. Also follow the TikTok. Post all the clips there. Appreciate you watching all the way through. Thank you so much. Click here for another one.